Atomic Habits by James Clear is a transformative exploration into the science and practice of habit formation, offering practical strategies to help anyone make lasting changes in their life, no matter how big or small. At its core, the book argues that the secret to achieving remarkable results is not to focus on massive, sweeping changes, but instead to harness the power of tiny, incremental improvements, atomic habits that compound over time. James Clear begins by discussing the fundamental nature of habits themselves. Habits are the automatic behaviors we perform every day, often without conscious thought. From brushing our teeth in the morning to checking our phones at night, habits shape our actions and, ultimately, our identities. Clear explains that our habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Small changes may seem insignificant at first, but over months and years, they can lead to remarkable outcomes. One of the central ideas in Atomic Habits is the concept of identity-based habits. Clear emphasizes that true behavior change is not just about setting goals. It's about changing your underlying beliefs about who you are. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, shift your attention to who you wish to become. For example, rather than setting a goal to read a certain number of books, strive to become the kind of person who reads every day. By aligning your habits with your desired identity, you build a foundation for lasting change. The book breaks down the process of habit formation into 4 simple steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. This cycle is the backbone of every habit, good or bad. The cue is the trigger that initiates the behavior. The craving is the motivational force behind it. The response is the actual habit you perform, and the reward is the benefit you gain, which reinforces the behavior and makes it more likely to occur again in the future. Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change, which serve as actionable principles for building better habits and breaking bad ones. The first law is make it obvious. To establish a new habit, you need a clear and visible cue. This could mean placing your running shoes by the door if you want to start running every morning, or keeping a water bottle on your desk to remind you to drink more water. The second law is make it attractive. Habits are driven by the anticipation of reward. If you can make the habit appealing, you're much more likely to stick with it. Clear suggests bundling a habit you need to do with a habit you want to do, a strategy known as temptation bundling. For instance, only allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. This makes the workout more rewarding and increases your motivation. The third law is make it easy. Clear argues that the key to building good habits is to reduce friction and make the desired behavior as simple as possible. Instead of trying to overhaul your life overnight, start with habits that are so easy you can't say no. If your goal is to read more, begin with just 1 page each night. By lowering the barrier to entry, you create momentum that can be built upon. The fourth law is make it satisfying. Habits need to be immediately rewarding in order to stick. Our brains are wired to seek satisfaction, and if the reward for a habit is delayed or unclear, it's less likely to become automatic. Clear recommends finding ways to make your habits enjoyable, whether through tracking your progress, celebrating small wins, or incorporating elements of fun. Breaking bad habits follows the inverse of these laws. Make the cues invisible, make the habits unattractive, make them difficult, and make them unsatisfying. For example, to reduce screen time, you might hide your phone in a drawer, remove distracting apps, set up screen time limits, and reward yourself for staying offline. By reversing the conditions that make habits stick, you can disrupt negative patterns and replace them with positive ones. Another powerful concept in Atomic Habits is the role of environment. Clear argues that your surroundings have a profound impact on your behavior. If you want to change your habits, start by changing your environment. Small tweaks, like organizing your kitchen to make healthy eating easier, or setting up a dedicated workspace to improve focus, can make a big difference. The environment acts as a silent driver of your actions, often more influential than motivation or willpower alone. Habit stacking is another strategy. Clear introduces to help build routines. This involves linking a new habit to an existing one, creating a chain of behaviors that reinforce each other. For example, after you pour your morning coffee, you might immediately meditate for 2 minutes. By stacking habits together, you can create powerful rituals that are more likely to stick. Throughout the book, Clear emphasizes the importance of tracking progress and celebrating small wins. Measurement brings clarity and accountability, making it easier to stay on course. Whether you use a habit tracker, journal, or simple check marks, the act of recording your behaviors creates a sense of accomplishment and helps reinforce your commitment. Clear also addresses the challenges of staying consistent, especially when motivation wanes or setbacks occur. He advises focusing on the process rather than the outcome, maintaining flexibility, and embracing the idea of continuous improvement. Missed a day? Simply get back on track the next day. The goal isn't perfection, but persistence. Atomic Habits concludes with a reminder that the path to meaningful change is built on the foundation of small, daily actions. By mastering the art of tiny habits, you can reshape your identity, achieve your goals, and create a life of continuous growth. The book is not just a manual for forming habits. It's a guide to understanding the psychology behind why we do what we do, and how to design an environment and mindset that supports lasting transformation. Ultimately, Atomic Habits offers hope and actionable advice for anyone who has ever struggled with making change stick. Whether you're looking to improve your health, boost your productivity, strengthen your relationships, or break free from negative patterns, the principles in this book can help you unlock the power of small habits to achieve extraordinary results. The journey begins with a single step, and that step can be as small as deciding to read one page, take a short walk, or write a single sentence. Over time, those atomic habits add up, and before you realize it, you've built a new life, one tiny change at a time.